I was just casually sat outside and I realized all these school buses were coming around. And, something about it just got to my head, man. Like, I, if I didn't leave school, sort of last year, I would have probably been going to school right now. I would have been like going like all these other kids and, you know, if you could just see the looks on their faces, just looking outside of the windows from the bus, and it's just so sad. And I was just thinking about this, like, probably 99.99% of people are sending their kids to school right now. At this time, right now, as I'm recording this video, my class, the same exact people that are my age group, are now sat in some chemistry or some whatever the fuck class, and they're having this stupid bullshit. And I'm just so grateful that I got out of there. I don't have some random fucking mentally ill guy who doesn't get pussy from his wife, scream at me at fucking 7 in the morning. I'm sat here right now. It's 8:15 in the morning. I'm doing my purposeful work. I'm happy that I'm doing my work. I get to coach people about, fitness, and I enjoy fitness. In a couple hours, I'll be going to the gym because I'm so excited, and I just, I can't wait to go and squat and bench and do all kinds of different shit. I help people reach their fitness goals. I'm so happy that I get to live this life. I'm so grateful that I get to live this life. While all these motherfuckers out there are saying, but you should get your degree. Oh, it was just 1 year. It was last year. You should have gone to school. Just finish the last year. As if that last year doesn't have a cost. That last year costs everything. Not only is it 365 days of me going to this fucking mental prison, it's also the mental turmoil that I have to endure. All these fucking mentally ill elders who fucking don't get pussy from their wives because their wife is not even attracted to them anymore, sits there at fucking 8 in the morning screaming at me for no fucking reason. And when I want to go fucking take a piss, I'm literally told, no, sit down. Think about how stupid this system is. And so I am just so grateful that, God opened that door. 2 years ago, when I was in 10th grade, I was literally telling my parents, I'm not even taking the piss. Every single day I was telling my parents, please let me leave. Please let me leave school. Obviously, the grade system's a little different, so like 10th grade, I was 15 years old. But it's just crazy to think that, like, people just go into this. Like, not only are the parents willing to send their child to accumulate trauma, but like the child is just going there and obviously the child doesn't have much of a choice, but it's the positive mindset that these children carry somehow. And so as I was saying, I was 15 years old and I was telling my parents every single day, get me out of school, get me out of school, get me out of school. I want to drop out. I can't handle this shit. This is just stupid. I don't like this. Not only is it not going to benefit my future because I know exactly what I'm going to fucking do, and I knew that from the age of 15, but I just knew that this wasn't the right path. It was not the right path. And so, obviously, when you look at 99% of people, most of them have degrees. Most people have degrees. And most people are fucking failures. Most people don't fucking like the jobs that they have. Guess what? Your teachers are probably the highest performing guys in their class. Yay, we're so fucking amazing. And guess what? They work a shit job where they get paid $1,000. It's like, what the fuck? It's just bullshit, man. It's bullshit. No one's able to pay their rent. Everyone's fucking struggling to pay their fucking taxes and all this shit. Everyone's struggling to pay all this shit. They're struggling to put food on the table. So it's clear that this is not the right way of doing things. That there is a better way of doing things. And so I'm just so grateful that I get to be here and that God has allowed me to escape this system. it truthfully is just like I have saved myself not only so much time, because I used to go to school 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day taken just out of my day where I couldn't control them. So not only do I have 10 hours of sleep, or let's say if I'm really gonna fucking nuke it, 8 or 7 hours of sleep, just so I can fucking recover, but I also have another 8 hours that are removed from my day. What else is left? So it's complete bullshit, man. It's complete bullshit. And, people, I think the single like greatest weakness to most people is they don't value their time. I have this stuck right on my wall right here. It says time equals money, protect your time. Like I have it stuck on my wall. And it's truthfully just to understand that every single second that goes by, you could be making money. And you are simply sat here and you're not doing nothing. Obviously, if money is not your goal, then that's completely separate. That's a whole separate thing. But what I'm talking about is putting your time into the goal. And most people, their goal is not the degree. Who in their righteous mind's goal would be the degree? Like out of everything to put your hands on this world, you're going to spend 12, I don't know how much even, from 12 years. You're going to spend 12 years in school just to get some paper. And then obviously you're going to have to spend another 4 years, maybe even more if you're going to go into, like a medical school or any of this kind of bullshit. So the bare minimum you're going to be spending is 16 years. You're not even making money in these 16 years. You're just spending 16 years like that on nothing, on just a piece of paper that says, oh, this person was brainwashed by our system. Haha. It's complete bullshit, man. And the sooner you realize this, like, honestly, like, I wouldn't even know how to save anyone that's in this position. Like, when I was in this position and I wanted to leave school, it was all down to my parents. My parents were the one who made me do this, who allowed me to do this anyway. And so, honestly, like, I don't know. I really have no clue what advice I would give someone to actually be able to leave school, to pursue their purpose. Obviously, being determined is one thing, because I used to knock on that door, the door of leaving school, every single fucking day. Every single fucking day. I would tell my parents, let me leave school. Please let me leave school. I want to drop out. I want to pursue my dreams. And, obviously, after a whole year of me begging every single day, they didn't give me shit. They signed me up and all this bullshit, and I just went to school. Now, obviously, then I fell off. And, I stopped asking them. I stopped caring. I was like, whatever, I guess I'll just stay in school. At that time, I fell in love with, with some girl and shit. And so, I lost my mental drive, let's just call it. Like, I stopped really having much caring about my goals or my self-improvement. All I really cared about was the girl, which I eventually lost, by the way. And so, really after that, after, she was sort of gone out of my life, I tried knocking on that door again. And this time it actually fucking worked. And that was, at the start of this year in January 2025, where I basically, I told my mom, hey, could you get me out of school? And she was like, okay. And bro, like the way that she said, okay, I was just surprised as shit, man. So anyway, then we basically go to the principal's office. I get called from class to the principal's office, and I see my parents are sat there, and obviously, the principal asks me why you're gonna leave and all this shit. I'm like, I want to drop out. I want to pursue my dreams and shit. Obviously, we have a whole fucking, big argument and shit. Yeah, but to think, even the amount of teachers that have tried to convince me to stay in school, I'm not even taking the piss, bro. Almost every single day, I would get 2 teachers minimum telling me, oh, you should stay in school. Minimum. Sometimes it'd be even more. So it's just fucking crazy, man. It really is fucking crazy. And I'm glad that I pushed through all this fucking agents of the Matrix trying to, get me to go to my old life, which I did not, respond to. And obviously to this day, I still, because obviously now the as I said, the guys my age are now going to school, and I just disappeared out of nowhere. Obviously, they knew, like the guys in my class knew that I was gonna leave school. They knew that I wasn't gonna continue. Um, because I told everyone and shit. But obviously, one of some of the few guys in school who don't really know, they're like texting me and they're like, "Oh, why did you leave school? Oh, you're gonna regret it. Oh, this is so whatever." And honestly, it's just so funny to think that some random child would just come to me and say, "Oh, yeah, you'll regret it. You should follow my life path because my life path is better." And he doesn't have a single goal. He is fat. He hasn't worked towards anything besides his stupid video games. And he's gonna come here and tell me what the fuck to do. But this just tells you about, a lot about society in general. This is not just the fucking children who do this. Most of the adults do this. Most of the adults who are failures, who fucking, worked at McDonald's, will come up to you for dropping out and will tell you, "Oh, you're such a loser, you're gonna regret it, haha." And so obviously, people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They simply project their own life onto you. They look at you and they're like, "Oh, he's going against my life philosophy, what I'm doing with my life. Therefore, he is wrong. And so I will tell him straight to his face." That's the way they think. And obviously, they're wrong. Obviously, it's just dumb. But at the end of the day, you can't do much. People are dumb, and they're going to continue to be dumb. So you can't change them. You might as well just fucking ignore them. And so, yeah, I'm really grateful, honestly. I got back to routine. Yesterday was like a blood moon and shit. Everyone was like fucking, "Oh yeah, you're gonna have a change in your life." And I finally got back to routine, which is pretty fucking amazing. And you do realize this video is a little different from the usual style. Because I like to change it up every once in a while. Just sort of make a video that's, my own authentic thoughts. I don't know, I might put this on my second channel. I might upload this on my second channel, not the main, but actually no, I'll probably upload on the main. But I'm grateful to be here, man. I'm really grateful to be here. I'm happy that I, get to pursue my dreams and not fucking have some fucking twat, mentally ill elder who's, who doesn't get pussy try and fucking tell me what the fuck to do. So I guess that's really all there is to it for this video. Big fucking rant, but at the end of the day, it's just about being determined, knowing what the fuck you want to do with your life before taking any action, obviously. And then just simply pursuing your dreams, man. It's just that simple. Find your goal, set the plan on how you're going to get it, track every single constraint that might be there, every single problem that might come in your way, and then simply remove all these problems and go straight to the fucking goal. It's really just this simple, man. And, it's like the more accurate you can be with things, the more you are delicate with your time and the placement of your time and where your time goes, you're a lot more likely to fucking succeed. Just, I guess, padding some fucking shit. You could fucking, rewatch that last fucking minute of me just yapping. If you really want to fucking focus on the words that I said, because obviously I'm not going to go into full detail of every single one of these, but they are certainly very important steps. So I guess that's really all there is to it for this video. I might start doing a lot of videos like this on my second channel. So if you want to find more content that's not just fitness, that's more about my life and my ideas and my own opinions on the world, definitely check out my second channel because I'll probably be posting a lot there. And so yeah, that's really all there is to it for this video. And as long as you commit to the work, you'll be getting your results.